What is going on, everybody? And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Lampadati Cinquemila. Now, this is obviously going to be a Maserati, and, well, it does look like a pretty cool car. Let's see if there's any customization that can be done to it. Jumping into the customization immediately here, let's see what can be done. So, armor, we could do the brakes there. This has a super brakes available. Bumpers, so there's 15 bumpers. Cool. So there's actually a lot of stuff that can be done in the vehicle, which I kind of expected that with this car. I was expecting more customization than the other vehicles, at least, mainly because of what it is. So anything can be done here. So splitters actually don't look too bad with the canyards, but I just wouldn't really put that on this car, to be honest. But I will do the carbon splitter there. It looks pretty nice. Rear bumpers only looks like 4 of them. See, that one has like the diffuser there, which looks pretty nice. Got the black, same one. That one has the canyards on it. So I'm going to end up going with the black GT bumper there. And then moving down to the engine, we're going to do number 4 there. Exhausts. Check these out. Ooh, those are nice. Zoom in a little bit and check those out. See the big bore single. Those exhausts are really big. You can actually see the how those actually look. So, oh, those look nice. I'm gonna go with the chrome angled oval exhaust in there. Look good. Grill. Let's see if we can do the grill. So that's the chrome. So billet grill actually looks nice. So compared to stock, that gets rid of all the stuff on there. Actually looks pretty good like that. Vertical. Another chrome one. Not sure how many people are going to like chrome. Let me know if you guys are actually a fan of chrome in the comments below. Do you actually like it on cars? I really like to know because I know a lot of people are very mixed on that. So it's chrome again there. Billet. I might have to go with the... honestly, just the regular stock grill. Or maybe I'll go with the inverted... I'll go inverted bar grill on there. Moving over to the hood to see if we could do this. So there's 18 of these. That's a lot. So the carbon there. So this might be one of the things where there's like one hood but like 3 different like things you can do to it. So that's what I'm thinking, honestly. So there's that one. Yep, carbon, then primary, secondary, carbon. That's what it's going to look like. So there's probably only actually like 6 hoods, I'm thinking. Looks good. Let's keep going here. So a lot more stuff is getting colored on the hood there. It looks nice, though. Like, they actually don't look too bad. It looks pretty good. You see the vents there. Going to be the carbon one. Another carbon. So I think I'm going to actually go with the primary one here. Even though that one does look pretty nice too. So moving down, horn don't matter. Throw the lights on there. Liveries. That gives a stripe there, which you can't see because my car's obviously white. The black stripe there, it looks pretty nice. Then the double stripe, double black stripe. Faded purple. So that actually looks pretty cool. That actually doesn't look bad. Wow. So that'll go cool depending on the color set you guys want to run. If you're into those kind of like color schemes and all, that actually might look pretty good. A lot of race liveries again, and the camo ones there. Kind of remind me of the other camo ones you could do on the other cars there. Let's move down. Mirrors. So carbon, I'll go with carbon on there. Mud guards. Kind of weird you could put mud guards on here. Probably leave these off because see what they actually look like right there. And then the plate there is empty, and then respray. Let's check out this. So for this car, I'm thinking about going with like a silver color on here. What about... let's go with the stone silver, and then pearlescent will make graphite. Move down to the secondary color, which is going to be the top there. I think I'm going to do the same thing with this. So stone silver on the top there. Then obviously the roof upgrades. So primary, you could do the carbon on there, which looks nice. Then you have the vortex fins. So like I noticed a lot of these roofs and all that similar to the other thing as well. Like it's basically like one roof, and obviously all of them 3 different kind of upgrades to them. I actually kind of like the one with the rack on top. It actually looks kind of cool. But I'm going to leave that stock as well. I'm not going to touch the roof there. Skirts, 15 skirts. Okay, this will be interesting. So those hang down a little too far. Not sure if I really like how that looks. They come out a lot too. I really hope there'll be a way to bring the wheels out eventually on a GT Online update. That would be awesome to see. And let me know your guys' thoughts on that too. Would you like to see the car, the wheels come out on the cars? I feel like a lot of people would really like to see that on one of them. Like, look at that. That doesn't really fit the car that well. Like, you could actually hit a curb with just that. Never mind the wheels. Pretty insane. So I'm probably going to leave these off. These actually don't look too bad. doesn't look too bad on there. But I'm probably just going to leave that regular. I'm not going to touch skirts on there. Spoilers. Primary street. That actually looks nice as street spoiler. Secondary. Got the carbon there. Primary ducktail. Ducktail looks pretty good on there too. Black ducktail. Going down, so you got the little wings on there now. So those little like wings actually look pretty nice on these cars, but like that big wing that people put on them, I'm not too sure about that. Like that, for example, I don't think I've ever seen a Maserati with a wing like that before. Let me know if you guys have ever seen that. I don't think I have. So I'm gonna go with the street spoiler on there. I like that. Actually, I'm gonna go with the black one, or should we just make it carbon? Just buy all of them. Why not? And then the sun strips are gonna be on the front here again. Now this is also on the other vehicle as well, and I don't really put these on my car too often, to be honest. I just don't. And then the suspension down there, and then transmission, turbo. Moving into the wheels, maybe I'll go with something a little different on this car. Check out the sport wheels. It's kind of hard not to put the street wheels on all that, because they just look so good. Go down a little bit. So here are the street wheels. You know, those actually look pretty nice on there. I'm going to go with those. I like that, actually. Let's make them black there. Tires, enhancer. Don't really need to do this for this car, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to go with the Atomic logo on white. Do a nice little tint on the car there. And I think that'll be it for the customization on this thing. There's nothing else that can be done. And I think it looks good like that instead of all that crazy stuff on it. So arriving outside here, first glance of the new Lampadati. I must say it's actually a pretty nice looking car. Let's listen to it. So engine's probably going to sound average to the other vehicles there. Let's go open the doors. So this car actually has a little bit of interior, not much, but it has the trunk there. Interior is going to be the same as the other cars, but at least the engine has some actual texture to it, unlike the Cullinan looking truck. That thing was kind of upsetting. I'm surprised the Anise did not have much on there. Kind of unfortunate for the price of that thing, but nonetheless, let's check this thing out now. So let's do a little test drive. I'm going to go pull out right here. Not run into these cars would probably be a good idea. Let's head down this way. So speed already. Oh, that is a green light, son. Bruh. Well, that's one way to destroy the car right on impact there. So it's going to be in the sedan class, just like the Bentley looking car as well. So that's going to be a nice little race piece there. This car's actually accelerating pretty nicely though. I am in the city, so a lot of the cars obviously will be fast here, but this thing's get up speed pretty dang good. Let's see how this thing handles. Oh. Let's see how it doesn't handle, I should say. Very nice. So it went around the turn good, but it was like initial handling of keeping itself stabilized was kind of iffy there. So a little bump or something in the road might make you lose it. Kind of flying through the city at 120 stabilized there, and then hitting the bumps making me speed up a lot. Why don't we do a top speed right now and see what this car can actually get to. So I ended up going into my arcade there to fix the car because, well, I did run into that car and then it slammed me into a guardrail. Nonetheless, the car is fixed now, so let's go take it on the highway and test it out on there. So let me go by all these crazy traffic drivers here. So here's the highway right now. So overall, I gotta say, this car is pretty dang fast for being a sedan. Kind of reminds me of the Bentley a little bit. That thing did about 112 to 118 or so in the city. Something around that. The bumps obviously helped, made it go way over that. But on the highway, that's what it was averaging. And it seems like this car's around the same. So I'm doing 110 right now. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes. We're not running over like curbs and stuff with these cars and how slower it makes them. Kind of insane, but it does kind of, I guess how GTA is. I don't really know. But the handling flags on here definitely make a difference on a lot of these vehicles. You can see how some cars are insanely fast with bumps and others aren't. And then it seems like some cars just get such a boost advantage that they're kind of even hard to even race against, which is pretty hilarious. So right now on the highway cruising, I'm doing about 120. And this thing's actually climbing a little bit. Now I am going over like the hills and all that right there. I'm going to come back in the tunnel and do a legit top speed run there. But overall, right now on the highway test, I mean, it's doing pretty dang good. I don't know why Martin always has to call me whenever I'm driving a car, but nonetheless, I am doing 125 down this hill. So this car's obviously keeping its speed better than the other car did, and it was anyway. Anyway, I'm going to do a top speed run right now on the other highway right there that's more flat than this side is. So now I'm right by where the tunnel is, so let's go see what this car can actually do on a flat, well, highway for that matter, with not really any bumps. I know a lot of people like testing their top speed of their vehicles out on this area, so I'm going to do the same thing, so I feel like it's a great place to do it. I was doing it at the airport, but the airport really is not a good place to do this. So some cars take a while to accelerate, and they can accelerate slowly, like how the Best 8 kind of does a little bit, how it just keeps going slowly. So overall, this car's got a pretty dang impressive speed. I know, like I was saying in other videos, that the odometer could be on some other stuff sometimes, but normally, Once in miles per hour, it seems pretty accurate. And unfortunately, when I hit cars, it isn't. So let's keep accelerating there. So it's right there over 110 already. So it actually does accelerate nicely. Interior looks, you know, average of this car compared to the other vehicles you can get in. I guess in buying a lot of these cars, you really don't look for the interior. It's more of the outside look of the vehicle, how many people are actually in first person. I don't think a lot of people are. So on this flat highway, I'm doing over 120 right now and stabilizing at speed. This car is moving. So I'm pretty impressed for a sedan. This thing probably will beat the Bentley in a race, I'd have to say, aka the Enos. So I'd have to say this car would probably beat that. The Enos probably end up falling behind a little bit. This car can hold its speed a lot better than that one can. Just like, I mean, a little bump it might accelerate a little bit, but on a flat highway like this, it seems like this car definitely owns it. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and let's do a quick little brake test as well. So brakes are pretty dang nice on this car as well. Overall, I do like it, and I think the Lampadati Cinquemila is actually a pretty awesome car, and definitely check this thing out if you guys are into getting a faster sedan. This is definitely a car to look at because this thing is pretty dang impressive.